Hey guys, hope you're doing good. So today's 8 a.m. On a Monday, and I'm in an R8 V10 at the same spot that I like to come to whenever I get a cool car. And so I woke up at 7 a.m., right? And I went and got coffee. Like, that's what a car with 600 horsepower does to you. But guys, this car is insane. Like, it's actually insanity, right? And I hope that to all the people who are watching this video, especially if you're a business owner, that you get to experience such products, okay? Because, guys, and I rented it for maybe 3 days, right? From Friday to Monday. And I probably drove over 15 hours in the past 3 days. And it's actually insane, right? And me personally, what it does to me is that it just inspires me to actually build cool products, right? Build products where you don't have to worry about the money that it actually costs you to buy a specific product, right? Because I think this car is worth like 170k to 100k, and I'd be, if I was worth a few M's, I'd be glad to spend that money on this car, and it's worth it, right? The money that I spent I spent a few grand on this car for the weekend. Like, I'm not thinking about that money. I got my money back in fun, right? And my goal with my business is to build services, to build solutions that make people feel the same way. I want you to join the Half a Million program and forget about the money it costs you to actually get in, okay? And I owe it to myself to build such a product. I promise to you guys, like, if you ever, you can ask the customers in the Half a Million program. I don't try to cut corners with stuff. I make sure that there is support. I make sure that I'm hiring people who are really good to systematize the whole business. I bring in more experts who can help you on things that I can't personally help you with. And by me experiencing this car, it actually makes me even want to build cooler stuff, right? But I'm really into cars. My first job, I actually got it to actually pay for my driving license, or to at least start the lessons to get a driving license. I needed like $150 to start. It was in 2014. I think I was 16. I was never the type of person to ask for money, right? I could have asked my dad the money, but I didn't ask. I just was like, yo, let me go secure $150 and let me get this license. And I ended up getting my first job, which was like working in I don't know how to call it in English, but in French I worked dans un champ, right? And guys, it was the hardest job that I have ever done, right? And I think I didn't make it till the third day. I just ended up quitting because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. We had to be there by 6, and we had to work under the sun for 8 hours, maybe even 10. And all that, I did it because I wanted to get a driving license, right? I ended up getting the first $150, and my dad ended up paying for the rest because I wasn't going back to that crazy job, right? But where I'm coming to that is that, and the main reason why I ended up wanting to get my license is because I think my cousin let me drive her car to park it. And after parking that car, I got an obsession around driving, okay? And for me personally, whenever I get something in my mind, if something provides me an amazing experience, I get obsessed until I get it again, right? And that's how I am. It's with life, with people. If I let's say this car, there is no way I'm not going to get this car. There is I'm not necessarily saying this R8, but there's no way I'm going to live my life without ever owning such a product, such a car that provides such an experience, right? In this car, even grandmothers want to get in, right? That's how crazy it is. It's not just younger people who like cars. It's even even someone's mother would love to jump in here and get a ride, right? But this car is sick, guys. And it's just so sad that not everybody gets to to experience such stuff, right? And it just kills me because when you're driving around, everybody's looking at you. But when it's time to actually get to work, people are fucking lazy, settling for a paycheck, right? And I don't understand it. It's like, why are you looking at this car? Why are you impressed, but you're not getting after it tomorrow? You're not waking up on Monday chasing your dreams, right? Why did you sell out for a 50K a year job, right? Why? Right? Kills me. Everybody's like, oh, capitalism is bad. Capitalism is bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, then why are you looking at a car that costs, almost a $250,000, right? Why are you impressed by that if you don't care about working hard and, securing the bag, right? And it just kills me. And to be honest, I'm excited to give back this car because, and I literally can't work properly with a car like this. And that's why, for me personally, like, as much as I'm into cars, as much as I could afford to have such a car, I don't want this car. I literally don't. Why? Because, in the past year, I've really built a character that just finds his pleasure in the actual work, in the actual field, right? Because, to be honest, I think, if you actually go on my Instagram, I posted the profit and loss of Q3. And I think we generated 174K in Q3. And profit was like 120K. So, to be honest, in that quarter, we made enough to buy such a car. But I see so many people getting, becoming sellout because they're able to make some money, right? I see so many people, they get to 10K, 20K, 30K a month, and then they go on and buy some crazy stuff. I'm like, you're just getting in the game. Why would you distract yourself with pleasure when you have so much more potential to go after, right? Like, if I ever got this car, guys, if I get a car like this before I'm 25, like, go on my Instagram or Facebook and block me, right? Don't ever become a customer, because I promise you that if I have such a car, I'm not going to be paying attention to you, right? Because all my attention will be towards myself, my own pleasure, my this and that. But I don't get paid because I drive cool cars. I get paid because I build cool stuff. I learn stuff, I implement stuff, and I go and give it to people who need it the most and who are ready to exchange capital for the insights that we have. Okay, but I see so many people in the game who come in and then they work 2 years and then they're able to get to multiple 5 figures, maybe even 6 figures a month, and then they get distracted. But I'm like, yo, do you realize that, like, the goal is not just to be able to make it? The goal is to be able to sustain it, right? Because one of the biggest fear that I have is like being 50 and being like, oh, you know what? Back in the days when I was 23, I started this client acquisition.io business, and we were able to start a new offer, scale it to 70K a month in 60 days, or whichever many days. Or I went from working a 9 to 5 to running almost a 7-figure business in under a year. But then be there sitting in a cubicle at 50 and talking about my past. Like, that's the saddest thing ever, right? So one of the biggest thing that I would suggest you guys is to understand the importance of consistency. And consistency doesn't come before you commit. Like, if you never commit to your goals, you'll never become consistent, okay? And consistency helps you sustain the actual success, right? Even when you are succeeding, keep going. Don't worry about it, right? Because this is not a game about who can be the flashiest. This is a game about who can achieve their potential, right? I'm not competing with you. You're not competing with me. I'm competing with the me that's 10 years from now, right? and every decision that I make affects that person that I'll be 10 years from now, right? So yeah, when I see people who get distracted, right, they start making a little bit of money. They, to be honest, like, I know I make claims of like, oh, I make this amount of money a month, but I only pay myself like 60K a year, right? So I'm not necessarily like going crazy with the capital that the company makes, right? I like a few months ago I actually incorporated. So client acquisition is not necessarily me. It's literally an entity of in itself, right? It's revenue. It's not my revenue, right? So when you see the companies making money, like, it's not me, it's not search. I'm just a broke man, just working, right? But yeah, guys, like, this car is sick. Like, oh, let me actually walk you guys around it. I'm gonna rev it for you guys. Shit. Okay, fuck it. Oh shit, this is so crazy, guys. Like, this is insane, guys. I can't. It's just crazy to me, guys. Oh my god. The day I get this car, guys, I'm gonna have to drop like a tear or something, because this is just insane. And coming back to my point, which is, I don't know how people don't go after it more, right? Guys, like, this is crazy experiences, right? It's worth it's worth all the hard work. It's worth all the stressful days, right? Wow. Literally, like, raises your heartbeat. And oh my god, right? For everyone who's watching this video, right, I promise you, if you wake up every day and you remind yourself of the life that you want, don't settle for the life that you have right now. Please, 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 please watch this video that I'm making. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not anyone. I'm just someone who's just waking up every day and chasing a vision. I don't know if I'll make it, but you best be sure that every time that I wake up, I'm getting after it, okay? And I want you to do the same. I want you to not be worried if it's possible or if it's not possible. I just want you to go all in. Please, 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 please. Because I just don't understand how people can just not go all in. Because I've seen what going all in can do for someone, right? Just last year, I was, let me actually close this thing. Just last year, I was like, guys, if you would have asked me last year, would you be driving such a car? And by the way, anybody can rent this car. I'm not saying that this is a car that only people who I rented it, so I didn't buy it, right? So you can do the same thing, right? But I'm in a position where I can buy it, right? And that's just insanity to me. I'm like, what? Like, how does this happen? Especially in 1 year. So when I think about 10 years, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, this is crazy. So if I was, looking back at the, if I was with my, maybe 20-year-old self, I'd be like, bro, you better go quit everything that you're doing right now and go all in. Because everything that you want is just a few months away from work. A few months away of work, you put in 6 real good months of work, you can do more than people achieve in a decade. And I promise you that, right? But it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of discipline, right? I think I've only drank like 1 beer in the past like 3 weeks, right? I haven't drank alcohol. I haven't gone out. I haven't done anything, right? So it takes a lot of discipline, of course, but it's worth it. Because what's 5 years, in an 80-year, lifespan? Like, it's nothing. You can do 5 years of work of no distraction and go on to live an amazing life. But what you guys have to understand, that it's not just about the cars, it's about the freedom you offer to people that you love, right? It's the experiences that you offer to people that you love, right? I gave I gave so many trips to people. Like, I gave cool rides to people over the weekend, and everybody enjoyed it, right? It's cool to give them a taste of like what's actually possible. Because if you never actually taste it, you'll never know what you're chasing, right? And feeling it is believing it, right? So when you see me renting these cars, it's not about showing off. I'm just want to taste the thing that I'm working so hard for, right? I don't care if you guys think that I'm a guru or not, or if I'm trying to show off or this not. No, I'm doing it for me. I don't care if this ends up motivating you, or if this ends up making you feel like, oh, you can trust me now because I'm driving an R8. Cool. But whether you do or don't, I'm gonna still get after it, and I'm gonna still drive an R8. Okay, so you can take from this whatever you want, but this is an amazing experience, right? Kids looking at it, right? I was driving my first day getting the car. I drove around a few kids, and they were like, "Oh, are you a millionaire?" And like, no, I'm not a millionaire, right? But when I said that I'm not a millionaire, I was like, why am I not a millionaire? Right? But to be honest, when I said no, I was like, yo, I mean, shit. A few years, give me like 2 years, and I'll be saying yes to that question. But guys, this is so cool. So cool. So cool. And I can't wait to build something that people make videos about, right? I want people to get in the $500,000. I want people to get in the next products and the next solutions I will build and make videos around it, right? But guys, so many good things come from commitment. So many. The life that you want is on the other side of commitment. It's on the other side of consistency. Everything, guys. When I look at successful people, people who are really successful, like billionaires and stuff like that, I only see consistency. And consistency is so attractive. So attractive. So good. But yeah, guys, like, I need to get to work. This video is a bit too long. But get after it. If you need help, surrounding yourself with people who are getting after it, then join the $500,000 program, right? We have 5 calls a week, maybe 6 at some weeks. We have amazing support. When you have an issue with your offer, we get in touch with you. You just have to tag us, and we'll give you feedback. Whenever you want us to review your videos, your video sales letters, your content, just tag me. I'll check it out. When you want us to review your outreach campaign to help you troubleshoot it, literally tag us on Notion, and we'll see the message, and then we'll go through your campaign and make you a loom to give you feedback. And we have so many cool customers, right? We have people making $80K a month. We have people making $2K a month, right? Or $0K a month, right? And they're still making sense of joining the community, because it's much bigger than just a program. It's literally having people fight for your success. Because when you become a customer, what you don't understand is that you're literally paying me to be like, hey, Serge, I want your support. And you best be sure that if you voted with your money to get me to help you, that I'll also vote with my time and dedicate time and my money to make sure that you don't end up succeeding, right? I would have loved to have me in my corner a year ago, right? I would have loved to have someone who's who's maybe a bit ahead of me, or maybe who has a different perspective than I do, to tell me when I'm being stupid, when I'm switching niches every day, when I'm stopping outreach when I shouldn't, when I'm trying to do outreach myself, and when instead I should just delegate it to an appointment, to a trained appointment setter, right? I would have loved someone to tell me, hey, you could create a video sales letter and sell 400 people just leveraging a 15-minute video, right? I would have loved someone to walk me through how to create an amazing offer, an offer that makes it unreasonable for people to say no to you, right? I would have loved people to walk me through how to, talk about not just the problems that you solve, not just the solutions that you use to solve those problems, but the benefits that comes from solving these problems for people, right? And instead of of spending the past 3 years trying to start businesses, trying to do drop shipping, trying to do agency stuff, trying to do Amazon FBA, someone to just tell me, hey, just stick to this thing, and this is the roadmap to scaling to 50K per month or adding an extra 50K per month, right? I would have loved someone to show me how to build the sales teams. I would have loved having someone say, hey man, like, build a bigger vision. 10K a month is not enough. You need to go after more, right? That's pretty crazy, right? And yeah, this is amazing, and I'm excited on the path. I think I'm doing some cool stuff. And it's the cool stuff, like, guys, I'm so excited to give back this car because I just want to get back to work. And there is a sense of fulfillment that even this car can provide, but that can be provided by fulfilling your potential, right? I promise you guys, when you wake up every day and you create stuff and you motivate people and you give some people a vision, and you work together towards creating something and helping more people, oh my God, is it fucking fulfilling. It gives you a pleasure that you can't buy, and a pleasure that isn't dangerous, right? Because you could get the same pleasures from just doing drugs, from drinking, from partying, but you do that consistently for a decade and you're dead, right? But like, building a business, helping customers, that's so fucking fulfilling, right? And guys, like, take away this car, I don't really care about it, but just let me work. I promise you, I'll be as happy, as fulfilled as anyone driving Lambos, as anyone driving Bugattis, as anyone living in some mansion. Like, I don't care about that. Just give me something. Let me get after something, right? Let me chase my dreams. And that's all I want, just to chase. I want to chase it because I know, like, what most people don't understand is that you'll get the revenue, you'll get the cars, but one thing that you'll end up realizing is that once you have all those things, then you've arrived, and then that's where you get depressed. Because then you realize that, like, yo, I just worked for a decade, and even when I got the things that I wanted, I'm not happy. Like, most people don't realize it. And for people who haven't really started making a lot of money, you guys haven't really faced that point where you make so much that you're like, yo, my life still hasn't changed and I'm not any happier. But what you have to understand is that you're not doing this for happiness. You're doing this because this is your purpose. And if you end up realizing that you're doing this for just because you need to do it, then you are happy. Whether you're winning or losing, you're still happy regardless, right? And that's the place where I want you guys to come from. Because if you realize that your life is actually meant to be a journey and not an actual a destination, like, you can actually achieve the destination before you even get there, right? But I see so many people being like, oh, I just made this amount of money, oh, I just get this car. But it's like, yeah, so what? So are you just going to give up because you made 50K a month? Are you going to give up, or are you going to stop everything because you made 500K a month? No, you shouldn't, right? Happiness comes from evolving. True happiness, at least. And until you realize that, you'll never actually get anywhere, because you're taking one step at a time. You're afraid to spend money, but it's like, why do you even need money, right? I haven't spent the money that I have. I literally don't, I mean, I look at the bank balances frequently, but I rarely ever look at the money that I have and be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. No. So that's why I'm literally like get more excited when I'm actually building, looking at the vision of the company, and I'm like, wow, what's next, right? Can I hire more people? Can I give more people a vision? Can we help more customers? That's what makes me happy. It's playing the game and evolving my skill set to the point that I'm like, wow, I'm actually proud of my own self, right? Or I'm impressed. That's happiness. Okay, so I need to stop this video right now, but yeah guys, like, please get after it. I want you guys to all be driving R8s. Okay, I'll be driving my Mazda, but I want you guys to be driving R8s because it's so worth it. It's an amazing experience. But guys, get after it, build cool stuff, and yeah, I'm about to whip this bad boy. Have a beautiful day, have an amazing week. I need to go help some customers. Bye bye.